ladies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jùmòké. Nice to meet you. I'm your favorite femininity coach and women's mentor. If you enjoy videos like this, make sure that you do like, subscribe, and hit that bell so that you can continue to get more great content. All right, so ladies, this video is gonna be very different simply because I'm on my camera today, not on my phone, because I needed my phone this time. And today will be more of a commentary slash rant. That's what we're gonna do today. It's not really gonna be much teaching. It's just gonna be me expressing my frustrations with what is going on in the femininity circle, okay? So now, let me give you some backstory. On Instagram, I follow a few femininity pages, just, to see what's going on in the community. And one page, the Feminine School that I follow, they had posted this video, and no, it just rubbed me the entire long way. It's just mirroring so much things I've been talking about on this channel. My friends and I, we have discussions about this, and I think I need to just open my mouth and say something about it, because enough is enough. Like, enough. It is enough.
Men are not intimidated by strong women. The problem a lot of you have is that you think that being strong means you gotta be super rude, you gotta be loud, you gotta be aggressive, assertive to get your way or to get your point across. But that doesn't make you strong. That makes you insufferable. That makes you unpleasant to live with. I'm paraphrasing off a quote I saw online. I don't think it was Twitter, I forgot, but I read it and it was so deep. The quote then went on to say, "It's not that we can't handle you, but we choose not to in light of better options." I understand sometimes it's really rare to find a good man, but a lot of your attitudes are the reason why a lot of you women are still single and won't get a man. Well, you might get him, but you won't keep him. Not a real man. Your strength isn't in having this masculine energy where you feel like you have to be the leader, the boss, the dominant one in the relationship. Your strength is in your femininity, in your vulnerability, in your willingness to submit, in your willingness to let a man lead. That takes a strong woman.
Jesus. Lord have mercy. So that was a lot. I don't even know, again, because this video was not pre-planned, I don't have like a bullet point list of what I want to talk about. Like, I'm just talking here, but this is the problem, ladies. There's so many things wrong with this. And it's like, she started off, I'm like, okay, you're making a point, but then it just went downhill from there. And the page even asked me to explain, because the comment that I made under it was, I get it, but we don't need to shame people. And she said, what do you mean? And I think for a lot of us, because we have incurred a lot of generational trauma, we think, and not even generational trauma, but even just toxic cultural norms, we think a lot of things are normal. Shame seems normal, but it is toxic. What is shame? Shame attacks your identity, attacks your self-esteem, and it attacks your character. You don't have to shame people to get a point across. And it's like, I'm listening to this, I'm like, this sounds like a lot of black women in my culture, like a lot of like African women, they speak like this. They're so critical. You don't have to be critical to get a point across. For example, there's a lot of us who have grown up, especially like in African households. It's not uncommon for certain comments to be made like, oh, you're so fat, you need to lose weight. How are you going to keep a man if you don't know how to lose weight? So just stuff like that. And it's like, you don't have to shame someone, put someone down to make a point. And that's what I don't like. We can educate, we can encourage, but we do not have to shame. That's this type of criticism, condemnation, shame. We don't have to do this. And it brings me to my next point, because I don't have any points, but the problem that I have with this video and what's happening with femininity in general is, I think that it's becoming to be a very, like, there's distinctions in femininity. For example, when the natural hair movement started, it actually was supposed to only be for 4C hair, right? Like for type 4 hair. But as the natural hair movement began to gain momentum, it just really referred to any person that has any type of texture in their hair. So then we had curly girls joining, then we had biracial people, and again, biracial people, I guess they're black because of the one drop rule. All I'm saying is that the intent, like the original intention and the focus began to shift and things began to divide. For me, I saw it real quickly. I said, I've been natural since 2012. And I realized, I'm like, well, one, my hair is not curly. I know like a lot of people in the natural hair community have curly hair, but I don't have hair like that. I don't have normal porosity hair. My hair is low porosity, meaning that my hair doesn't absorb any type of products or moisture. It just sits there. So my hair is chronically dry. I'm looking at these women and everyone else is like using any type of product on their hair and it works. But for me, it just doesn't work, you know? I also found out I had thin hair, I had fine hair. But do you see what I'm saying? Like there were nuances and subdivisions within the natural hair community, even though originally we just knew natural hair was like anyone with black women with textured hair. Now, when it comes to femininity, I feel like a similar thing is happening. I feel like there's a sect in femininity, like even from what she was saying is like what I would consider patriarchal femininity. And a lot of women don't realize that they are engaging in patriarchal femininity. You know it's patriarchal femininity when you're watching a video and they're like, men don't like this. If you do this, then blah, 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 blah. And it's like a lot of like finger wagging, especially at black women. And there's just no accountability for black men. Side note, I do not follow, I've never subscribed to, I think it's very weird when I see a black man who is a dating coach to black women. It is weird to me. Okay, I've always thought it was weird. I don't care, you know, I don't even want to name drop. Y'all know all the different black men that have coach, you know what I'm saying, that they have a platform, but the majority of their platform is black women. I think that's weird. Why? Because why are you talking to black women about what black men like? Why don't you talk to black men about how to better themselves, be better husbands, be better fathers? Why are you talking to black women? Why is all the blame always dropped on black women? I don't understand. Like, and I think things like this, it annoys me. There's so many things to talk about. There's respectability politics. There is just so many things. And I'm like, this is the reason why I personally believe in a holistic approach to femininity, one. And two, I believe that femininity exists outside of masculinity. What do I mean by that? When you're on my channel, you know I talk a lot about, hey, as a black woman, you need to, just not black women, just femininity in general, it's for you first, okay? Don't do things simply to gain approval from others. That's still people pleasing. That's still a wound. This thing of fear of rejection, of fear of being alone, you know what I'm saying? It does not make sense because a lot of femininity is now becoming behavior modification. And it's not really a heart transformation. People are not getting healed and they're just continuing pouring out trauma, but they're masking it with just pink clothes and, you know, all this. And I'm like, y'all need to, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired. Then you have another sect of femininity, that's occultism femininity, talking about the orishas and the goddesses and, you know, manipulation and control of how to get a man. You have to be seductive. Like, that is demonic. It's demonic. It's demonic. This thing of, it's just, like I said, there's so many things I can talk about. There's so many things I can talk about. All I want to do is just encourage you ladies to be discerning, okay? Be discerning. If it feels off, maybe you have to question it. I truly believe that you cannot be a true feminine woman without the Holy Spirit. Point blank, period. Why? Because it doesn't matter what other people or men think about you. The only person's opinion that matter when it comes to your life and your decisions, whatever, is God and potentially your husband. But that's it. But your husband is not found in 100 men or a certain type of, it's just the things that you may be trying to change about yourself. They may be something that is unique about you. And then there's some things about yourself that, yes, it is influenced through trauma. Things like this, it really annoys me because it lacks kindness, it lacks grace, it lacks gentleness, it lacks the fruit of the Spirit. And this is why I'm saying you need the Holy Spirit to navigate your femininity journey. Okay, like you can't just rely on what so-and-so and so is saying because it's still not coming from a healed and a whole place. But I can continue to talk, I can continue to rant, but I'm trying to, like, you know, I don't want this video to be too long because I'm still going to have to edit this video on my computer, but y'all let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. Join the discourse. Do you think there's a lot of shaming, especially Black women, when it comes to the femininity movement? What are some things and ideologies that you have seen that you are questioning in the femininity movement? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.